right, so while we're making this drive back, I've decided we're gonna go ahead and talk about this car. So we've rented this Ford Explorer, and it's probably a 2017 or 2018. I'll make sure to pop up the right year and model of this particular vehicle somewhere on screen as we're doing this. Decided we could do a little review of this car since we've had it, and you know, we don't rent cars that often. We're gonna review this one. It's a pretty nice car. It's a nice red. We'll try to get some B-roll of this car as well. Hopefully it won't be too dark when we get back to Alex and Hannah's house. But this car has actually been really, really good. Probably one of the best things that this has had is it's got the intelligent four-wheel drive, which has been really, really good. I mean, we've put it through its paces with the snow that we had to try to drive through the other day, and then finally getting up to the mountains. It did fantastic. Didn't have any slips in any of that. I was actually able to drive pretty comfortably with that intelligent four-wheel drive running. It's got several different settings that you can choose. There's the normal setting. There's kind of a mud and deep pockets kind of a setting. There's a sand setting, and then there's a snow and ice setting. So it does really good of doing a good job of keeping the tires engaged well and all that sort of thing. And you can actually watch on the little screen as it engages the various tires when it needs to make sure that we are pulling well. So that's been awesome. The gas mileage has been really, really good on it. I believe it's about probably a 18-gallon tank or something like that. It's been really good handling this whole drive. Obviously, it's got Apple CarPlay, which is awesome and I love. Stereo screen is really good, really responsive. Heated seats. We've got the one with the leather interior. It's got third row seats, so right now the kids are sitting in the third row because the second row actually is a little tight, if I'm going to be honest. So I've got pretty long legs, so I'm sitting in the front and I've got my seat as far back as I can get. And Gavin, who's only 3'5", 3'6" or so, he didn't feel like he had a whole lot of leg room. He felt pretty cramped back there. So there's not tons of space in the second row. That's something to be aware of. So while it does have 3 rows of seats, that doesn't necessarily mean this is the most spacious vehicle. It did pretty good. I probably got better leg room in our Kia Optima at home than I do in this, but it's still all right. I haven't felt any like leg pain from driving or anything like that. Third row seat back there, when you pull it up, doesn't leave a ton of space, but there is a little bit of cargo room back there. We were able to get both of our suitcases, and one of our suitcases is pretty big right now. We were to get both of those in behind the third row as we stuck the kids in the back, and fits fine right there. Obviously, all the automated stuff is really cool. Going from driving a 2004 truck to driving this is obviously kind of fun because it does have all this automated stuff on it. And it drives really, really well. It drives quiet. There hasn't been a whole lot of noise. Even if it's just running and idling, it's really, really quiet. So, you know, oh, I forgot one other thing that's actually not great. One thing we had trouble with while we were driving up, trying to get up there through the blizzard. The car also has intelligent windshield wipers. I say intelligent with giant quotation marks around it. Flip it to auto and you have it low auto, or I guess it can get higher auto. And what it would do, I guess, is it was trying to sense when there was water or something on the screen, and it would decide how fast the wipers were gonna go. That sucked because there were numerous times when there was stuff on the windshield and it would decide it didn't need to wipe the screen. Then there were other times when there was nothing on the windshield and these things were just on blast, going so quickly that I'd have to shut it off and then just wait for it myself. So that was super annoying, especially as we were in kind of those blizzard conditions, to have those just going nuts. And we were having icing problems on the windshield wipers, so it was actually creating more of a problem when it would speed up super fast and all that. We actually had to get out, stop the car, and Shao had to climb out into the snow to wipe off those blades. But the intelligent windshield wipers, no bueno. I would not. If I could have this longer and I could figure out how to turn that off, that would be off in a hot second, because that was terrible. But other than that, We actually really liked the vehicle. I think suited us really well for this trip. Glad we got this rather than the full-size car that we were gonna get, because a full-size regular car would have not made it up this mountain. Even yesterday, when things were more chill than the blizzard from the day before, something else wouldn't have made it. This thing did a really good job, handled all of that really well, and my wife loves the heated seats, so there's that too. But overall, you know, I'd probably recommend this car. It's a good vehicle. Ford Explorers, I've had one before a really long time ago. Ford always makes pretty decent cars. I've liked every Ford that I've had. I don't have one now, but you know, pretty decent drive. So hopefully we'll get some B-roll of it. It's probably a pretty good mess right now because it's been through all the gross snow and clay and everything that is here in New Mexico. But we'll give this one a thumbs up.